Good morning, all. We're gonna see what we can get into today. We're standing out here watching. You can tell spring's maybe getting closer. I don't know if we can see that or not, but let's see if we can zoom in maybe even a little bit. All the little robins over there moving back down already, so that's a good sign of spring on the way. And I think what we're going to try to do a little bit of, I kind of talked about yesterday. Out here behind my shop, I've got some of those pine trees that we produce a lot of stuff on, and I've got to try to figure out of all these how to get them safely down without running into my buildings with them, and in what order it would take to get them. So I've got that one, a couple over there, and as you can see, they're not real shorties. They're fairly tall, and in order to drop them, really don't want anything to hit. So this one here, I do have a nice clear path out through there. I can drop it out into the yard. So maybe drop it this way here, straight out, and be able to get to it. And then we'll have to just take the next one, that one there. I wouldn't mind taking that and drop it back out into the woods, but maybe we'll take one at a time and just see where I can make them fall. I think we're gonna set up. Let's just see what happens. We might try to take one of them down today. Little project for me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this here tree down, I think. And I do like to just put the tractor out here, just kind of a little reinforcement. I don't really have any pressure against it at this point. It's just resting on it. So we're gonna go ahead and fire up the chainsaw, put this little cut in here, and see how that works. that looks like a pretty successful fall. Left me pretty decent little hinge there, so it dropped exactly where I needed it to. Now we'll go ahead and limber up a little bit. Let's see how she does that. Do with this, drag it out here, and we'll dump it in the woods here. We got several trees I want to do this to, so we'll pull all the way up here. This pile's been added to a lot, and we'll keep letting it rot down until we get all these old pine trees out. Ready? Now we can go ahead and see if we can push that back up into the pile just a little bit better. Back in there, we can actually take some of these limbs maybe. There we go. We'll go back up and do a little bit of cleanup. Okay, the tree is down, and I think we're going to go put some forks on the tractor, and we'll pick those logs up, see how the new set of forks work that I got for this. Okay, so the wife was so kind as to get me some clamp-on forks from front of the tractor. So we're going to go ahead and mount these on here. I've only had them on one time just to give me approximately how they worked. So we'll throw them on there and we'll give these a test run on what they can actually handle. So there's not too difficult to put them on. That one in place. This one in place. They are a little bit heavy. These just tighten up the bucket. Okay, that's all it takes to put them on. Tighten them up. Now they do have slots here. I can do chains if I wanted to come back up and hold them onto the top of the bucket or wrap it around it. I don't think I'm really going to need that today, so we'll go ahead and take this around and see if we can actually get the logs loaded up onto it. So we'll give it a shot. And move my saw out of the way so we don't have that getting run over. Okay, looks like that worked pretty well. We're going to go ahead and finish just cutting that up, clean up the mess, and I think that'll work out just fine. Pretty easy, easy project, I think, at this point. So on with cleanup. Okay, we've got that tree pretty well cleaned up, so I think we'll be all right there. Now we're going to go ahead and take this one. And I'm going to try to, like I say, just kind of lay the tractor against it. Not that I think I should need it. I'm going to drop it down through that hole. So let's see how this one goes. We'll capture one more. I always like to watch them fall. So we'll see how that goes. Let me set up the camera real quick here. And this should be a little better picture than the last one was. Hopefully everything's going to go just fine. Go with that. Well, that's right where I wanted it to fall, so I just don't, after it starts to move, I just want to get the heck away from it. So put it right down the path just as I planned. Yeah, it's still a little wide. I could have cut a little bit more on that other side, but it fell perfect. That's a big old log right there. So we'll skin that up, see if we can tote some of that off. I think the pieces will have to be a little smaller for the tractor to pick them up. So that's it for that tree. Let's clean her up. Okay, looks like we've made some progress. We've got, well, we can count them here. We've got 2 stumps here. And we'll come back through and cut these down and do something with them. So that's number 3, that's number 4, and that's number 5. All pretty well cleaned up. I got a little bit of stuff back in there. And the rest of this cleanup's going to require a little bit of a hand tool, I think. So we've got that, and we've got them all pretty well pulled back into the woods back there. We've got the blockade built. I don't know how well we can see all that from here. I'm gonna take a walk back and just kind of see how we pile this up. And all these pine trees, they rot down so darn quick. Everything I put back here will be pretty much nothing but sawdust within a couple of years. Maybe some of the real big logs, they might stick around a little bit longer, but any of these smaller limbs that I'm gonna see, I did hit this right here a little bit. I'll have to stand it back up. This is for Frisbee golf, actually. And that's one of the holes you have to shoot your Frisbee through. There's 13 of them out here. I need to get them painted so they show up a little bit better. But that'll be all right. We'll get that one day. Like I say, I had talked a little bit about it on my prior video. Needing to block some of this trail off from the old railroad bed. So we've got this pile here. Like I say, I've been filling this hole in for about 35 years now. And it just keeps rotting down. There should be some pretty good soil down in there someplace. After all that's decayed, I probably had 60 trees put in this hole. And then this up here, we've blocked the railroad bed. So we'll see if the four-wheelers and the motorcycles and all want to try to get through that pile. It'll be a little bit hard on them. They'll have to try to find a different path, I think. They might could get by that side, but if they do, I know where I got more pine trees. So hopefully they'll just take that as what we want is for them to stay out of here. These people in the back live, which is a tenant's place. They really don't like people back here in their backyards, and I really don't like it either. So, but anyways, that's a pretty good bit of work. And I started a dryer repair yesterday, so we're going to go ahead, I think, and see if those parts are here, so we can go ahead and get started on repairing, putting that back together, I think. So let's go ahead and head to the other shop and see what we can get done. All right, that wasn't too bad. I think we had about a half an hour maybe a little bit more. I don't know. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. But the dryer is fully back together and has been checked out, and the old parts have all been replaced. And like I say, you can see easily why it wasn't working. There's a broken wire there. So we'll let the owner know about that, and they'll have all the spare parts back. And I think he's on his way to pick it up. So that concludes another fun day in the workshop, I believe. We'll sit back, relax, maybe enjoy us a cool beverage, and call it a weekend. So like and share if you would. I sure would appreciate the subscription little chat there. So push that button and give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment if you would. I really appreciate the comments. Thanks.